Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday evening here on Kobold Press. I'm your littlest red dot, and we are back for the finale of Fimbulwinter. Here with me, I have part of the cast of the Last Refuge podcast, and we're going to be showing off the one more multiverse stream tonight. The new VTT is pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. But you know what? None of this is made possible without the talents of these awesome folks. So why don't y'all go around and introduce yourself?
Who's first? That's the question.
Oh, I was going to let y'all decide. Okay.
Chaos this is.
Well, Lydia is directly below me. So, Lydia, you're up.
There you go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lydia. I normally play Vizdira on the Last Refuge podcast. Today I'm playing Crowley, the Bearfolk Barbarian. And yeah, next below me is Eugenio.
Hi everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hands. Normally I'm the DM of the Last Refuge, but tonight I get to play Max, a gear-forged forest druid who just wants to wild shape into something that isn't clockwork. And also to stop Fimbulwinter, I guess.
Yeah, I guess maybe we're here to, sure Ragnarok doesn't happen.
If I have to, yeah.
Priorities.
That's right. Well, let's see. To the right of me is Alex.
Hello, everyone. My name's Alex. I play Flick on The Last Refuge. I'm also the social media manager for the show. But tonight I am playing the Kobold fixer rogue Vern. And he, I don't know, he's excited about what this, all of these little, there looks like a lot of exploration to be had in this little pub, restaurant, place, wherever we are. Yeah, looking forward to tonight for the finale.
Yeah.
Robert, you're up.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Robert Huff. I use he, him pronouns, and I am the story consultant for The Last Refuge. Tonight I will be playing Book, who uses she, her pronouns, and she is a Ravenfolk bard, College of Entropy, and she's probably going to run up to every single person here and ask them if they're Loki.
This is going to end well. This is going to end well. All right, and y'all, I use she, her pronouns, and I am the GM of this little chaos monster we've created called Fimbulwinter. I don't know. Buckle up. I feel like we just have to dive right in. I don't even know where to start. Last week. Well, actually, you know what? We'll cut over. Let's take a look. Let's see. We'll go live. All right, here we are. Last week, our team, which here they are down here by the door, they did some snooping about, learned that there is maybe a secondary plot to make Fimbulwinter happen, which includes starting war on the heels of Fenrir, Loki's prized war dog, and off they sent their friend to report to Bjornheim to save the Bearfolk, to let them know that not only is Fenrir coming, but Fenrir is coming, and they have an antidote, a thing to get rid of the bees. They were requested to continue their journey to find the Oracle in a place called Stannisgard. The Oracle is supposed to be able to help them know what is really going on here and hopefully how to stop it. But this Oracle doesn't just take anybody for questions. Instead, you have to participate in a Dwarven weekly ritual where the anvil is rung, and they have just arrived on the shores of Stannisgard. After actually you acquired a ship too, let's not forget the great ship vibe was acquired. And you've arrived on the doorstep of a long hall, this massive hallway. Inside it is ripe with music and noise and food and joy. A rather big feast, one might say. And you were greeted last week, just before we ended, by the man at the very, very end, Omar. He, in fact, told everybody to continue their joyous occasion, as outsiders here are, in fact, welcome. And the camera pans down to see your adorable 8-bit bodies.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So-
to find all of you.
So can we assume that are all eyes on us right now? Or
There
does
are a
Vern
lot
have
of
the
eyes.
Okay. So I assume that's a high DC to hide.
Yes. Yes, it would be a very high DC.
I'm still going to try my darndest. What would you like, a stealth check?
I would like a stealth check. I would like a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the stealth check of your life.
Stealth check
And then
of my entire...
I'll tell you what I think I'll try to do. I know, that would be my luck.
+9, which is rather impressive, so we'll go here.
Nice.
Oh, careful patting yourself on the back like that, you'll injure it.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, a 17.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it's not a bad roll. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. How do I want to do this?
Because he's definitely going to go... Vern is definitely going to go over here to these, like... This looks like a store area. There's weapons
like storage,
and other things.
Yeah, you notice... Well, maybe you don't notice. How good is your passive perception?
Oh, not that great. Passive is...
Probably...
Definitely a... What is that, a 12? It's bad.
Yeah, you probably don't notice then that everybody here has removed their weapons, that this is like a peaceful feast and people don't care. And this is probably like coat check.
Oh. But that's...
no.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not above searching coats and things for things that jingle.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. There's a lot of people in this place.
Mm-hmm.
At a 17... I'm going to roll a d20 and see if I beat you for an average score of every person in this room that knew you were here before you attempted to hide. Then I'm going to roll a percentile dice of that to see whether or not, what percentage of them actually cares or saw you.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I think that's the easiest way for me to handle all of these people at one time.
Sure.
Okay, I rolled a 16. That is, in fact, below your score of 17, which gives you the benefit of the doubt. So I was going to do a 50-50, but instead, we'll do 75-25. Now call low or high.
Oh, low.
Low. Okay. Percentile die, here we come.
I'm so excited. You want a 25?
Did
no,
it
a 75 or
roll?
lower, right?
Yes, 75 or lower. He rolled a 6!
You rolled a...
He rolled a
these
6!
percentile dice.
Okay,
These
well...
percentile dice.
Okay, out of a D100, basically, he rolled a 6. So only 6% of the people in here notice you, which is not very many. So I'm going to say Omar does, in fact, keep his eye on you because he's kind of head of this place. And I'm going to say that this goblin right here is the only other creature, Riza, is the only other creature in here that noticed you go around the corner.
All right. Fair. Would anyone else like to do anything while I hide?
Thank you for the arrow.
I very much think that I have just been watching Vern do this out of the corner of my eye, and
You're used to it by now. Anytime we go
I
into
am,
a new
and
space.
like I'm probably watching Riza like clock you and just full on stare at you as you go and like squat behind a crate.
Oop.
And then with a 17 passive perception, do we think that I noticed that nobody has weapons here?
Oh, you would notice that most definitely nobody has weapons here, and that is definitely coat check.
Great. So I'm just gonna go over and I'm not gonna point Vern out. But right next to him is where I'm gonna put my staff, and I'm just gonna like eye contact with him. Oops, wait, I gotta turn this way. There we go. Eye contact with him the whole time. Just like as I put my staff down, like not breaking gaze. Like I swear to God, if you get us kicked out of here,
is this a morality check?
Vern.
I would say then Max 2 would probably notice this goblin is very much aware of you and is peeping you.
I love this goblin.
You lured him over here. I was doing my job.
Is Vern saying that, or is Alex saying that?
Vern saying that.
Okay. Then I'm going to, in no uncertain terms, tell Vern, he watched you from step 1.
I could have distracted him enough. No. Here, wait, let me get behind you. Oh, okay, just wait.
Hello.
Oh, no.
That's all you hear.
What does he make those sounds?
Excellent.
They?
I'm Max. Who are you?
Riza!
Riza! It's a pleasure to meet you, Riza. Riza! Sorry, I didn't use my best goblin. what brings you here? Because most of the is it accurate to say that most of the other folks here are dwarves?
Yes. If you took a peep at the kitchen, you would have noticed that the goblins seem to be working food. They're part of kitchen detail.
To be like obviously also kitchen staff.
Riza cooks potatoes.
Fantastic! All I have to do is ask Riza. I love Riza. Riza, could you show me the potatoes that you make? Anything to get us away from here.
Oh, potatoes! And yes. Riza can show Riza does lead you towards the kitchen, where you see a slew of other goblins and a single dwarf.
Ooh.
Okay, I do not know what I'm doing here. I just was trying to buy Vern time to not get us into big trouble.
Were you trying to take anything, or were you just snooping?
I'm snooping, so I'm fully investigating what's going on.
Okay, roll an investigation check, and we'll see if you find anything of interest. Riza goes, potatoes for the guests!
Well, it's good.
I'm in love with this goblin.
I don't really have any desire to be inconspicuous right now.
Yep. Does it look like it's like an open buffet over here?
Yes! It does. It does, in fact, look like that. You kind of goes down. There's plates at the end. There's also, it seems to be like plates made in like food, like large slabs of meat on the center of the table. Some people are walking around without plates. Some are. But there are plates down here at the end, all buffet style, if you wanted to come grab one and...
Yes, grab a plate and load it up. I think Book just stole the whole thing of dumplings.
Yeah, dumplings are gone.
Yep.
But as you get close, you see, as Riza makes plates, or at least helps anybody that wants some, there is a dwarf woman who seems to work the kitchen. She looks very tired, and like she's been kind of slaving away. And she says, "I'm so sorry for my friend. She's a bit excitable."
Oh. Truly, I know exactly what you mean. It's really all right. No apologies necessary.
You're not from around these parts.
I look around at all the dwarves and the goblins, and then I just sort of look down at my metallic body, and I'm like, no.
You come on a very special day.
Yes, I had heard that. What is so special about it? Other than, of course, the feast.
You came all the way here and do not know. Put my knife down! Oh. It's my favorite knife.
See, as I said, madam, I knew exactly what you were talking about when you apologized for Riza, and so I guess it's my turn to apologize for Book.
She kind of comes over. I guess maybe she'll pick it up. Yeah, she does. Now she's gonna have to tell you this whole story with a knife in her hand. This is all your fault.
Oh my God, where did this go?
She's naked.
Wow. Book wants to learn this wild magic surge immediately.
Oh no.
I guess she doesn't have any more now that she picked up the knife. Did you steal her clothes?
She picked up the knife and then she just strips naked. She's like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to tell you the story with a knife in my hand.
There's a first for everything. Oh my God.
I'm a broken man.
Me too. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. She clearly is the invisible woman, so here's what we'll make her a secret, and then
that seems wise.
I will repopulate her. Twitch is like,
Book. No, I'm where am I? Come here, Book. Come on, hold on.
Oh my God!
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get you out of here. Come on.
I'm so
on,
sad
keep
Vern is
going,
not
yeah.
over there.
No.
Okay.
No. Keep. Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
y'all. Okay.
Get out of the kitchen. There we go.
She's back. Bailey's back.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Hi, Bailey.
Can't even right now. She was about to drop all these story points on you, and then she dropped Trow instead. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
goodness gracious.
She goes,
Max,
you've
of
come
course, being
on
a
a...
Gearforged, as someone said in chat, just like maintained perfect eye contact with her, never wavered.
She goes, you've come on an important day, you know.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize Max starts taking his clothes off.
You mean to tell me you do not know?
No. I'm sorry, I just can't take her seriously. No, I mean, we're aware of it's a feast day, and the Oracle will grant her knowledge, bestow her abilities upon someone, but that's sort of the broad strokes that we're aware of.
Do you hear that, Sean? The Lady Oracle will tell them things. And Sean's like, oh, it's a funny.
I feel
Well,
perhaps I should be
wow.
concerned
I know.
that I have been misinformed.
She leans over, she goes, the Oracle is not the lady.
Oh.
Which one's the lady?
Well, that's on me, to be honest. I assumed it was this rather bedecked woman here up at the top of the...
Yeah, at the very
That
bottom.
is the Priestess.
Oh.
Now look, you can't give me that hard a time for not being able to distinguish between an oracle and a priestess.
She goes,
Now that
Wait,
seems unreasonable.
wait, they are very different. I'll tell you why.
Of course
She
they
goes,
are.
the Oracle is the sand which was used to make the anvil. It is wrong and chooses a name interpreted by the Priestess.
Oh.
So the anvil is the oracle.
Yes.
Ah.
I love it in the north. Everything is so weird here. I love it.
She goes, yes. Now, would you like some potatoes?
Oh, yeah. I feel like Greaser will be upset if we don't. So yes.
Yes, for real. Is the anvil shiny?
Oh,
No, it actually
Oh,
looks rather
thank God.
old and well used. It looks, there's nothing special
That's the best
about
answer
it.
you could have given me.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing special about it. It seems to be a pretty standard anvil situation.
All right.
And as you walk away with food, Bailey goes, you being here means there's just more of us for her to choose from. You maybe shouldn't have come.
Oh.
Well, that
Well,
took a turn.
I imagine everyone has important questions, and so do we.
Oh yeah? What question are you going to ask?
That's
What
all
question
you.
are you going to ask?
What's next? Hold on. Ugh.
Um,
Vern's wisdom is rather average. He might.
I mean, I
just-
definitely I don't know if I do or don't trust Bailey, but I'm not gonna yell the words Loki or Fimbulwinter in this room right now.
I know.
She goes, I'll tell you what I'm going to ask if you tell me what you're going to ask.
You've already shown me yours. So
Yeah,
Knife and all, really.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come around and we're gonna talk quietly. Can we talk quietly about this? I'm a little. I can't lie to you. I'm not embarrassed about the question. I kind of want to keep it private until I get to ask it.
Are you saying this to the lady, to Bailey?
Yeah. I'm gonna come around.
She
here
goes,
and,
all right,
we're gonna keep these
okay.
things kind of quiet.
Yeah, she says, okay. Where do you want to go?
Well, no, I mean we could, just it's nice and warm here by the
Do you want to come by the
pizza
okay?
oven.
There's nothing like a bricktop pizza. They love it.
Oh, this must be some fine dwarven cuisine I'm unaware of.
She goes, okay, you first.
Oh, okay. Now, before I talk, is there any indication that like this is a bad idea? And I realize that that's a very vague question, and so if the answer is no, that's fine.
Okay. Ask that question again.
Is she a little over eager? Like, does she seem like? Is there anything about her that's like ringing any alarm bells, or is this just like she's curious?
Okay. Roll an insight check. Roll an insight check.
I can do that with reasonable.
So we've got some new folks in chat for while these rolls go through. The team has recently come upon information that Loki is attempting to make Fimbulwinter happen, which are the events leading up to Ragnarok. So we're using this cool VTT called One More Multiverse and playing out how they handle this story. You know, by asking and seeing if old ladies are an 8.
A whole 8.
She does seem eager, but she does not seem eager in the way of like, ooh, tell me your secrets. It's more of like the excitement of the event, right? Sure. The idea that everybody has a question and they're hoping to be chosen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll get in on that. I sort of get excited. And I'll lean
it's like somebody asking you, what did you wish for when you blew out the candles?
Yeah. Oh, no, I can't tell you that. So, it's been... winter, I hear. I mean, I'm as you noted, I'm not from here, but it's been winter for a very long time here, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Oh yes, winter for a long time.
Yeah. So we want to ask about that and maybe how to fix it, because we hear it's a real problem. I mean, I'm from much further south, much warmer.
Do you want to fix weather? This is what you are going to ask the Oracle.
Well, some variation thereon. Yeah.
I hope she laughs at you. Or the priestess, anyways.
Well, I mean, we're all sort of just having a good time here. That seems a little aggressive.
I'm going to ask an important question.
Okay, what's your question, Bailey?
How to make potatoes grow with the extended weather.
I mean, that's
how about... Now, wait a minute. I have
Solution. You cannot beat weather, but you can grow better potatoes.
Well, you know... I hate how actually much sense that makes. I have to say. So here's what I'll do. And let's see, are the potatoes, like, how the potatoes looking? I imagine not great, but how are they looking?
They're cold potatoes. Not good. Bruised. Too many eyes.
Okay. So I'm gonna find, let's see, let me go.
Yeah, I can find you a potato here.
And grab.
Yes, is that what you want as a potato? She pulls one out of a pocket because why wouldn't she have one? Hang on, let me.
Because why wouldn't she?
She's gonna ask this freaking priestess about it. If she's chosen, she's gonna have a potato. Here, she puts it right there on the ground, a big one.
Yeah, I got
it. She goes, the size is bad and it's shaped funny.
I have a lot of questions about your expectation for potatoes, but okay. So I'm going to wait. Oh, please tell me I took this spell. Yes. Cast a, this spell doesn't do. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to. This might backfire, but I'm going to try to use Druidcraft. I'm going to try and use the horticultural feature of Druidcraft to somehow improve the potato. Now, for what it's worth, the spell specifically says nothing about making potatoes grow, strangely enough. You instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. So that's sort of the scope of the magic of the spell. So I don't know what happens to this potato.
Okay.
But I am determined to improve it with my magic.
Okay. Okay.
Here's my magic.
Boof. You put your druidcraft out. You put your hand on this kind of sad potato. It is pretty sad. It doesn't look very scrumptious. And she says, "You see, it's too much bruising. You cannot make good booze from bruised potatoes." And as you cast druidcraft on it, because it doesn't actually fix the potato, all druidcraft does is make something like grow. This
I think I'm about to make it worse, but I don't know that.
To sprout roots, like it's gonna grow out and into something. It gets kind of bigger. The eyes on it sprout more roots. It looks. She goes, "Oh, what did you do to my potato?"
I don't really, Max doesn't really so much eat and certainly has very limited potato experience. So Max is going to say, well, I made it better. It didn't look good, so I made it look better.
Better!
Is that not what you wanted from the Oracle? But the goal here was for you to maybe ask our question instead.
Can you make all potatoes grow without ground and water?
Hold on, let me look.
How would you like a job?
That's a complicated question.
A complicated question that requires some assistance from various sources. I would love a job. Now, there is a spell that I'm thinking of. I just don't remember what level it is.
Okay.
I will search for it while we have this conversation. It'll take me just a second.
Well, I'm taking my potato back.
Yes, no, that's for you. That's, first one's free. I don't know what that means.
And she comes over here. She seems a bit disturbed by the potato situation, and the fact you're wanting to ask the great priestess about the weather.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
Here it is. Holy shit, I can.
What'd you find?
So I can, this is very funny. So if Bailey can wait till tomorrow, I can prepare plant growth. And I can spend, now look, if I'm going to agree, this is what was, okay, so Bailey, I can in fact make your potatoes grow better. It'll take me the better part of like a day. So if I do it for you tomorrow and I improve your potatoes, I do need you to help us get our question to the Oracle.
But how am I supposed to do that?
Well,
I don't pick who gets to ask the question.
But if you get picked, you could ask our question since I will have already fixed yours.
But isn't that like cheating?
Probably, but does the Oracle care? Shouldn't the Oracle know that we are cheating and so not select you anyway and just select us?
The Oracle is an anvil.
No. Now, I've been saying that!
She goes, you know what? You are a strange mechanical man. I will consider your offer. You want me to ask how to stop the weather?
Yeah, well, when you get down to the exact question, what if I'll update you just before the time comes, and if we need you to ask the question, I'll let you know exactly what it is. We haven't really I gesture to my friends, we haven't really settled on, the exact wording. I hear that can be important in these situations.
I'm feeling strange about sharing my potato question with you.
I'm not gonna lie, Bailey, I'm feeling a little strange about it too.
I think I'm going to have to ask you to leave the kitchen now.
Yep. And just nods. Yep. This is. Yep.
Y'all,
to be honest, lasted in here longer than I expected.
Longest, most awkward conversation of all time.
I will though. I'll take 8 hours to cast plant growth for her if she wants.
Book has collected. Okay.
Oh my god, book. And plant growth will. If you spend 8 hours casting the spell, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year, and they yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested.
Oh, that will be very helpful. All right, we'll see if we make it till morning then.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves with y'all.
Right, exactly.
So the camera cuts. It looks like Book has been collecting an excess amount of food. Did we get that investigation in the closet down here?
It was a 9, so...
so basically you found nothing of great interest.
Yeah, no. Nothing of great interest.
The weapons are really, really well made. That's what you could notice. It's like everybody dropped their weapons off here, but they're all superbly made.
Dwarven. Those dwarves. Well, I will ask, Vern will have traveled up here after the investigation check and witnessed the scene in the kitchen, at least from afar, and go up to Max and say, so how did that go for you? Max.
Well, yep, I heard that way after you said it. I mean, it could have gone worse.
Well, is she on our side or not? Oh,
we
ow,
both
Crowley,
feel a little
why are you
weird about
stepping
it.
on me?
I think yes. I think we need to decide what exactly. The question is that we're going to ask if we get chosen, and Bailey over there will ask it for us if she gets chosen, because I'm going to spend all day tomorrow making her potatoes better. I don't really want to explain it any more than that, because I don't know that I can.
You can do that? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I suppose you can. Well, what question are we going to ask?
And I look at Crowley, because Ursa was the one that sent us down here, and though I'd realized that the two of them didn't know each other before, Crowley seems like the one who might know.
Wait, before we discuss this, where's Book? Where'd he go?
Oh no. Max just freezes and immediately begins scanning the room.
Oh, heavens.
Crowley's just like, Book is stealing all the food.
Oh my god.
Up near the
as he
anvil,
drinks whatever
near the
he's
oracle. Are
holding.
you giving... Okay,
Well, Book-
clearly...
Book saw that there were offerings being left for the priestess, and
Stealing food.
Did you stole her
Food from the
offering?
feast?
no. She's bringing the priestess some lunch because she was
Oh,
hungry.
you brought food to the priestess. Oh. Roll a persuasion check, or
Yeah.
this is, or just flat charisma, whatever's better for you. Why
Is
not?
the book how we get our way?
All right, persuasion. Oh, it's been so long since I've rolled. Let's go. This.
Go book.
That's a
Holy
28.
crap!
Bananas.
Okay. Do you make eye contact with her at any point?
Well, I mean, Book has been juggling a lot of food, so probably not until all the food is like arranged nearby the anvil does she look up finally at the priestess.
When you're done bringing it all over, she looks right at you when you look up to make eye contact with her, and she says,
What is your name?
Hi,
Ooh.
I'm Book. What's your name?
I'm
not
the
my question, by the way.
priestess.
Oh, the priestess, right. I think I heard Mox talking about someone named the priestess.
Max.
Oh, Max, sorry. Ugh, weird. Slip of the tongue.
Weird correlation.
The dwarves call me Marda.
Marda?
Yes,
Oh. Do you have a last name, or is it like Madonna?
Longfinger. Marda, Longfinger.
It's
Book.
lovely, Marda. Oh, I don't have a last name. I am Madonna.
Thank you for your kind offering.
Yeah, you looked hungry standing in this circle. I don't imagine you get a lot of time away from... And Book looks at this anvil. The Oracle.
The Oracle needs someone to tend it. It is my duty. Why are you here?
Oh,
Book.
my friends and I, we have a question.
Do you? Like every other dwarf in this place?
Well, I mean, we're not dwarves, but yeah.
We shall see, Book, if the Oracle rings your name.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, should I whisper it to the Oracle? How does
The
it work?
Oracle knows all. Do not fret, Book. Enjoy yourself.
Oh,
Have
thanks.
some food for your own.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you. Bye now. Hey, all.
Buck, where have you been?
Oh, I was just talking to a nice lady over there.
The priestess?
Oh no.
and you see her, this woman, antlers in her hair, these beautiful gold bobbins hang from them. She is heads higher than the dwarves are. Possibly
bring her a
giants,
sandwich.
you're not sure. Giantess of lineage, yeah.
The priestess?
Yes.
Oh.
What did you say to her, Book?
Oh, I just told her we had a question. She said that the Oracle, that anvil over there, it would ring out our name, or my name. I didn't give your names.
Ooh, these look shiny over here.
Okay, we have to have a Vern.
At this point, Omar, this is
Confirm.
very clearly the man that was in charge. Unless y'all had, was that secret conversation?
No.
Okay, great.
I don't think
Probably not.
I think any attempt to do a secret conversation
He's
is,
I'm glad
Stop.
Chico
bound to
said
fail.
no, because that's what I was going to say too.
I imagine it's after he watches Crowley drink the booze. Like, picks beer in hand, watches this bear just, like, walk across the space, and Book's like, I just talked to the Oracle. Omar steps in front of you, and he says, Laddie, do you know, no one ever gets to talk to the Priestess. What did she say to you?
Well, she said it was, nice that someone brought her some food. I think she was hungry. And she said that someone needed to ring out the anvil, the oracle. And she said my name. She said my name several times. It was kind of ominous. She was really nice. You should talk to her.
She's the great priestess. No one just talks to her.
Oh, well, grab my hand. I'll take you to her. What's your name?
No, I
Omar?
will
Come on,
prefer
Omar.
to. No, thank you,
you
sir.
sure?
My name is Omar. I am the town council lead. What is your name? And your name? And he points to the bear. And your name, the metal man and the dragonborn. And you. I am happy to welcome you to our hall, but what is it that brings you here? Because it sure enough isn't the same reason we're all here.
Oh, we just have a question.
Yes, laddie, we all have questions.
Well, then we're like one big family, aren't we?
But why have you come to ask our priestess your question?
Book looks to Max or Crowley.
Crowley says, who else would we ask?
Well, I know you're not from around these parts, and wherever it is you're from, I suspect you've at least got some kind of oracles of your own.
No, our anvils are normal anvils.
What Crowley means.
Wow.
Boy,
He's
is
gonna
that
take another swig of it?
Yeah.
So good. That's so good.
What Crowley means, of course, is that your oracle anvil or a vil, nope, that sounds dirty, might have a special connection to our question, being from the Northlands and all.
Yeah.
Is there something I should know about? You know, when outsiders come in looking to ask questions, I have to be a little concerned.
Of course. In fact, I think that might have been what led to this this problem in the first place. But we're here about the consecutive winters.
And Loki.
Oh,
Oh, do you say that out loud?
My.
Yes.
of course she does.
Oh,
Of course
Crowley
she does.
You just hear a slap of a big paw hitting Crowley's face.
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Can Vern try and hide?
Yeah, you could take
Stop
a
it.
quick reaction to try to hide if you want, but as you say it, it goes absolutely, like, silent. Music drops out. People begin whispering, and everybody looks at you when you say Loki. And Omar goes, "You're bringing that chaos into our feast."
I mean,
Chaos
Now look,
is
I've
already
literally
here.
never, I literally never, in as long as I have known her, have I ever said this. But in Book's defense, the chaos was, as Crowley pointed out, already here.
I think the four of you might want to have a seat and wait to see who's called.
I think I'll just stay over here. Thank you so
Crowley
much.
literally just plops down where he's standing.
Oh God.
Oh, that's cute.
It is, of course, near the base of the Oracle herself. You can see the offerings. There's a pile of food that has been collected from other people brought by Book. Rolled a freaking, what is that, a 28? Ridiculous. Omar escorts you over and continues to try to bring a bit of mirth and merriment to the situation in light of such a name drop. Because it was a name drop, for sure. But you note a few things as the night goes on. Most everybody tries to ignore the four of you as much as humanly possible. You get
can't
some
imagine why.
whispers. Yeah, you get some whispers
I
and
would.
cut eyes and things. But the keg golems are sure that everybody is well liquidated. And they sing songs, they toast their ancestors. There seems to be this big kind of celebration, more than just an average like Tuesday night meal. And just as you think that they can't possibly consume any more alcohol, just as you think that they can't possibly eat any more meat off the bone, the priestess steps up. And as she does, the room pretty much entirely falls silent. And people wait on bated breath for her to ring the anvil. She steps forward, she draws a very basic hammer, and she brings it down with a very heavy weight. She's no small lady. And the anvil, you hear it ping out into the long hall. It echoes all the way down to the inn, reverberates, and comes back. And as it rings out, not a sound is made. And she lowers her ear to the anvil to listen to who it calls out. And there's a wait and a wait. I'm gonna have y'all call a number. 1 to 30.
Who's in charge?
No, each of you are gonna call a number.
Each of us.
Yeah, so I need each of you to pick a number 1 to 30. This is how we're gonna do this. We don't get to roll a D30 very often, but we're gonna do it today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll a D30 to figure out what my number is.
Perfect.
That's what I was gonna do too.
Once you have your number,
A 12.
a 12. Okay, 12. We'll do this the proper random way. I had a want to not call on any of you, and I was like, you know what? No, I think I'm gonna give them a chance to possibly be called.
There you go.
Why not?
13.
A 25.
25, 12, 13.
And a 27.
Okay.
Wow, really just clustered, didn't we?
Keep your numbers. We're gonna roll this D30. Everybody hold your breath. 20!
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Wow.
This is what goes down. She stands up, she looks around, she does in fact make eye contact with Book. And Book, maybe there's that moment where you're assured she's gonna call your name, but she doesn't. She calls who do I want to call? I want somebody just really. Oh yeah, okay. I call Aura. She goes, I call forth the name of Aura. And you see this kind of knightly dwarf. You hear her go like, yes, underneath from her helmet as she like steps up to the anvil. And the priestess in her beautiful voice.
What is it that you wish for? Ask your question and I shall answer it.
I have a deep desire to be the bravest knight in all the land. How does one find that bravery?
You hear a paw slapping a face again.
Wait, do y'all laugh? Do you laugh? Okay.
Yes.
If you
I don't
would
laugh. I just groan.
if you would like to keep it under wraps, you can roll a stealth. If not, then Aura may get a chance to hear you. So may the Oracle.
Like I should.
Is it a stealth check?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm even trying to keep it to myself.
Yeah,
I
did
like
try,
it's very
but-
Vern style to
Okay. There's Snickers. She's going to just blatantly see if she notices.
Oh boy.
She does not. She does not. As she strikes a pose, she in fact, you know what? In fact, the basket of whatever we said these were, the bun basket, the steamed bun basket. She like puts one foot on top of it in the Captain Morgan pose, squishing
Honestly
the bun.
worked.
Yeah, yeah, and she like poses and she says, "How does one find such bravery?" The Oracle takes a moment to respond.
Bravery is not something you find. It is something you either have or you do not. It comes from the heart. Know your heart, and you will know your depths of bravery.
There's a silence that kind of falls across the room as the question has been asked and dinner has been had. Ara kind of nods in deep appreciation, and she says, "Yes, I shall purify my heart to be braver, better knight." And she begins to exit like ahead of everyone. And as she does, people begin to just leave. Some people completely exit, some finish their meals very quickly, but they seem to be wrapping up very, very quickly as people start to kind of just literally disappear, I guess for y'all, but disappear out of the door and head back to whatever it is that they have to go and do. But you notice the Oracle never moves and never takes her eyes off of all of you.
Well, it is an anvil.
Right.
The priestess.
They don't tend to move on their own.
Crowley's gonna stand up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And just say-
I'm dissatisfied.
Yeah, same.
Crowley's going to agree with Vern and just say, "That was a stupid question."
There's no such thing as stupid questions.
Well,
Yes,
that's
there
decidedly
is.
untrue.
In this context, there was,
is.
and that was a
With-
dumb one.
With one
have to
question, there's too many winters. What is happening? No.
That's two questions.
I think we can. Vern will start to speak very loudly about Fimbulwinter and be like, "Weren't we supposed to ask about Fimbulwinter? I feel like that was such a waste of a question, and I don't understand why someone who looks as brave as she does would ask if she needs bravery to go and fight people. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever."
Max is slowly dragging Vern just slightly north so that we make sure that the priestess can hear his tirade.
Okay. She has all eyes on you, so I imagine she hears it in its entirety. So do most of the people trying to exit. Most of them exit much, much faster as all of you start talking about
win 'em all.
Fimbulwinter, and you're kind of making a scene because it seems that the ceremony is done. And when the ceremony is done, you leave until the next week. This one guy with the cape kind of turns around to possibly help out Omar. But Omar kind of waves him on and says, "No, don't worry about it." And he even waves away the keg goblin. And Omar comes over to all of you and he says, "I know it's disappointing, but we do it again next week. Just stay in town, and whatever it is that's troubling you so much, I'm sure it can be made right with just the right amount of mead and good company."
Next week.
We don't have that kind of time.
Fimbulwinter is now.
Yeah.
You need to stop it now.
He goes, I don't know nothing about a Fimbulwinter, and I promised you the priestess doesn't either."
I will look. Vern will look to the priestess.
Yeah.
Same.
Sorry.
No, that was perfect.
Good timing.
What they say is true, Omar. Sometimes there are larger things at play. Go. I would like a private word with them.
Oh, Max
Yeah.
is deeply nervous now.
Crowley's
Yeah,
literally
Omar.
just gonna sit down kind of on
the food.
in front of
No,
him.
not on the food.
Well, he's
Not
gonna
the
be
buns.
eating it like snacking like popcorn. He's just gonna like sit down on the food, grab something, and just start eating it.
Not here. This way. Follow me.
Oh, she moved.
Yes, definitely.
Book as she's walking by is gonna look at
Secret
the Oracle.
door.
Where was
Through the door.
that?
Oh.
How
Oh my
exciting.
goodness.
She does, in fact, reveal a secret door. It seems to lead down as if it's dug into the earth. Based on how cold and dark it is, that seems to probably be the case.
Oh,
This is ominous.
There
I don't like the color.
so
of this.
many
I
shinies
love
down here.
this.
Nope.
Don't I look at Vern and but do not touch anything in this room.
What? Why there's so many pretty things
She's
in here?
going to help us, and then we can touch things.
Well,
There's
Crowley,
literally-
but I think I can help if I touch
Crowley's
some
gonna
other
just
things in
like
this room.
grab the back of Vern's like shirt.
I'll grab book.
it's the table. The table is what's really looking.
Vern, look, there's a safe back there.
This seems to be some kind of vault or safe for the town, possibly one of the guilds. You're not entirely sure. Yeah, it is an Invisibear. I think I'm gonna refresh y'all because for some reason y'all are all black on my screen. And I can't see you. Yeah, I can't see you. So we're gonna try again.
We have this lovely,
can you see me?
Quickly.
Can you see me?
We can see
okay,
you.
cool. Okay, cool.
Oh,
well,
no.
we'll refresh.
No, that's not true. I don't see your circle at the top. I just see the.
Well, I just refreshed, so it should be coming back.
Oh, okay.
We'll see if that helps. But I can still talk while it loads, right? Yeah. She kind of looks to all of you, and she says,
The anvil thought your question was too important for weekly ceremony. I have had a dream, supported by the voice of the anvil.
And did your dream have to do with our question?
It had to do with 3 sisters, the never-ending storm. Ask your question.
Oh, hell. All right. Huddle.
Wait, can you give us like 2 minutes?
Over here.
Just 1 second. Come here.
No, don't ask
Crowley.
if we can have 2 minutes. Say,
That wasn't my question. I mean,
we'll be right back.
There you go. Okay, so what? I mean, just asking if it's Fimbulwinter doesn't really feel like it's going to be a productive answer.
No,
you know what
I think
mean?
we should ask.
Right.
I think we should ask how we stop it.
How
That
we
is-
stop
Fimbulwinter,
what?
Ragnarok.
go on.
I think it's but see, I think from what little we've heard and some knowledge that I may or may not have, I think
What?
asking how to stop Ragnarok is probably like a lot. But like maybe it's how do we stop Loki from bringing Ragnarok early?
Yeah, that makes
Is
sense.
that too
Because it
specific?
also sometimes if you're too general, you get like how do you stop Ragnarok? The answer is gonna be stop Fimbulwinter. We're gonna look at each
Right,
other.
right,
and be
right.
Like, what?
It's like, well, no shit, Sherlock.
Well, all right. Right. So how do we stop Loki from bringing Ragnarok early?
I mean, we
About.
could be really specific and be like, how do we stop Loki from poisoning the bees in Bjornheim?
Yeah, but
What?
now we know that's only one part of his plan, though, because he's also trying to
He's
get
also-
a pack of wolves for Fenrir for his kid,
Right.
which I still don't really understand. But okay,
I thought we discovered that was to bring down the bees to
That's-
have Fenrir attack Bjornheim.
That's the war, right? That's
Yeah.
coming.
That's the war. He
But
wants to bring on war with Fenrir.
Ursa, we have to trust in Ursa to save the bees.
that's
I
true.
think we
Ursa
asked
did go
how we
back.
stop Loki from bringing on Ragnarok early.
I like that.
I think it's too general. Okay, let's go with it. Majority rules.
What's
Hi, we're
the
back.
easiest? What's
What?
the easiest way? Maybe we can
What's up?
alter the wording.
Oh, what if
What's
each
the
of us says
easiest
one
way?
word in the question?
No,
As-
no,
No,
Max
I don't
leaves
like
this
that at
huddle
all.
immediately.
Goodbye.
That's a terrible idea.
You are satisfied with your question?
Maybe.
As
No, but
much
here
as
we go.
will ever be.
Who's saying it?
Well,
Crowley puts a paw on his nose. Not me.
Aw.
Probably just not itted
Yeah.
with his bear paw. I love it.
Not it.
I'll look at Max will look at Vern to see if he is interested in asking this question.
Sure.
I would look at Book, but Book is never in the same place, so it's
Yeah, I can't keep my eyes on Book to save my life. Yeah, Vern will give a slight bow with the head and say, "What should we do first to stop Loki from bringing about Ragnarok early?"
Slash Fimbulwinter.
you are
Loki's already-
already on the path to assuring an answer to that question.
Oh, good.
This is a false Fimbulwinter.
Oh,
It is made possible by cheap tricks and magic.
Mm.
Nonetheless, if he is successful, he may not bring about Ragnarok, but he will begin a series of events that may look like such. He calls a friend Chernobog, an ancient being, deep and dark. He has a coven of hags. Loki hides them on the Isle of Loki.
Oh, well, not very well hidden.
Why did we not think to look there?
Yeah, that should have been the first place.
It is a horrible place. Nothing lives there, unless Loki wants it to. They create this storm. They are its eye, its center. It must end before the next full moon, or the first phase of Fimbulwinter, false or not, becomes realized. You want to help stop the hags.
Yes.
So I think we should stop them.
Yeah, it sounds like stopping the hags is step number one.
Crowley's
The winter storm hags.
Crowley's gonna turn to the priestess and say, "Follow up. When is the next full moon?"
Sorry, that's a second question, but can it be more like a follow-up, like a B, like that was it, question A, this is question B.
The next
B.
Yeah.
The next full moon, 16 days. Against the weather, it will take you roughly 8 of those to arrive on the Isle if you leave tonight.
We have time for like a massage tonight or something.
And Crowley's gonna facepalm again and say, "No, we need to go."
All right.
I hate to ask you possibly what could be a third question, but see it as an appendix C. Do you have anything, maybe, I don't know, down here in this lovely storeroom that might help us on our journey?
Wow.
These are the most prized weapons of the town. If you would like, you can choose one. I imagine they will not be worried, especially if it stops an oncoming war.
May I investigate?
Yes, you may. Yeah, you can peek about.
Yeah, peek about.
Peek about. Let me see. You know what? We got some magic items here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right.
Maybe I'll pull up a weapons table. I got some magic items in this book.
Yeah, what do you want me to roll for this?
I don't. I just want an investigation, and depending on how high it is, I'll rate maybe what you find or you get.
You think every time she speaks to the anvil, she whispers hammer time?
Oh my god.
It's hammer time.
It's
Yes. Oh, she's lovely. I love the priestess.
What did you roll?
Oh, that's not 2 d20s, but they're both 12. So
Okay,
let's
so
take
you rolled a
that.
12.
17.
Okay, 17. That's pretty doggone good. You look around. You thought the weapons upstairs were well made. These are absolutely superb. They're razor sharp, and there's a variety of things. Out of 17, I'm going to ask you, do you want a melee weapon? Or do you want, like, a ranged weapon?
I think Vern would be looking for perhaps a short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a short bow. He's got a rapier. He's got a short bow. He has daggers.
Okay.
So probably something that maybe is worth a little bit more or looks a little bit more sturdy than what he has.
Yeah, this'll do. You do, in fact, find a bow, but it is not a short bow. It is a long bow, but it calls out to you just looking at it. it seems to be carved of a light, sturdy wood, probably like yew or hickory, and it's stained this kind of maroon color, the color of blood, and it's lacquered and aged under sun-dried blood. In fact, it's decorated with reptilian teeth, centaur tails, and other like kind of trinkets and trophies. Yeah. You can.
For real.
You know what? At a 17, you pick it up, and she actually answers you, and she tells you that this bow is designed to harm particular types of creatures when you soak it in the most recent blood of that creature.
Oh.
So it does so basically you kill one, you soak it in the blood, and then you'll do more damage to more like it. When you make a ranged attack with this magic weapon against a creature of the type in which you've soaked the blood, you have a +1 bonus to the attack and damage rolls. If the attack hits, the target must succeed on a DC 15 save or become enraged until the end of your next turn. While enraged, they suffer a random short-term madness roll, which means they could attack their own team or so forth and so on.
Okay.
This is known as a blood bow.
Blood bow. I'm going to look it up right now. All right.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yep. It resets after a long rest, meaning like the blood wears off after a long rest for whatever the type is.
Okay.
Who else wants to search the room?
I do.
All right, let's do it. Investigation check.
Yes. So Vern is over my dice thingy. I don't think I can get to it.
Oh, that's okay. Hang on. Let me do this. How about that? Boom.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah. What happens if you cut yourself on the bow? Everybody else can also roll and just give me your number, and I'll start passing some stuff out. I've got if you want a weapon, these are definitely weapons.
Got an 11.
An 11. Okay. I just needed more than a 10 to get something cool, so you did. You find an axe. You're drawn to it, though it doesn't look like any axe you've ever seen before. In fact, it smells of honey, as if it's been candied. It is known as the Candied Axe. It bears a golden head spun from crystallized honey, wooden handle carved with the reliefs of bees, and you gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon.
Nice.
You, as long as you're attuned to it, so you would need 24 hours, you have immunity to poison damage and advantage on charisma checks made to interact with beasts specifically. While you're holding the battle axe, you can use an action to cast slow, kind of like sticky honey. Yeah, so +2 bonuses are the basics, and then it gives you kind of some extra fun stuff.
Nice.
Oh, look, I have a picture of that one.
Ooh.
So pretty.
I know you at home can't see it. I'm sorry, I'm not on it, but they can see it. It looks very cool. It's a Candied Axe. All right, what else did y'all get? I got 2 more rolls.
I got an 11, and I'm looking, I guess, for a staff, something to match my current one.
Yes, your vibes. What do we got? So a staff, maybe. You peek around. How are you with dexterity? If you're using a staff, I guess you're using strength, right?
Well, yeah, but if I'm using it as a weapon, I'm shillelaghing it anyway to make it a wisdom thing, so this would probably be more just like if the staff had other features. Also, Max
I guess it's because shillelagh works on any melee weapon, right?
As long as it's wooden, yeah, or has a wooden part to it.
Perfect. Something calls out to you. Maybe it's because it's completely 100% organic. It is not at all made of metal or parts and pieces, no screws or nails. It is, in fact, a whip.
Oh.
It is a very rare whip known as a poisoned strand. When you hit with an attack using it, the target takes an extra 2d4 poison damage, but it does, in fact, have a wooden handle. So it kind of looks like a vine almost.
Look at that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it looks like a vine. And you know what? The priestess, she looks to you and she says,
"Your heart is heavy, metal child."
Yes. Well, it's not nearly as important as dealing with Fimbulwinter and Ragnarok.
The self is always important. You are seeking an answer to organic life.
Well,
What you seek is another animal. Have you considered that the plants, they are organic, and view your form completely naturally?
No, I'd never thought about it that way. I mean, certainly I have plenty of horticultural training, but I'm a druid. We turn into animals.
She reaches over and she gathers a like from her cloak, this massive cloak. She pulls out a vine, and she hands it to you. As a druid, you would know this is wisteria vine.
Oh.
Wisteria vine consumes everything: metal, cars, buildings. It runs rampant across the south. It's considered a weed technically, but she simply says this will grow all over you, making you more organic than metal.
I take it, and there's a little. Oh, I haven't read about Gearforged in a minute, but as I recall, there is some sort of gadget or stone or something that holds the soul of the person who was put into the Gearforged body. So I'll just sort of open that compartment and just tuck the little vine right next to it, and sort of just tap one end of it with Druidcraft to sort of meld it.
Yeah. Oh, I love
stone.
that. And it does. It kind of melds to the soul stone, and you feel it begin to grow on the inside of your form, attaching itself around bits and pieces, not restraining you or keeping you from moving, but almost growing with the skeletal form of who you already are. Very nice. I was gonna see if this whip does all kinds of stuff. There's like an extra dex save they can make around being restrained because it's got thorns on it. It pulls them towards you if they don't succeed on the dex save, if you want to pull them in. So there's some extra cool stuff. But know that it does the 2d4 poison damage plus the usual whip. Cool. Yeah, and then last but certainly not least, what do we get for your roll?
Book did not roll high enough. She only rolled an 8.
That's okay. You still may get something. You just may not get what you wanted.
Okay.
What did you want?
Well, Book was gonna say, I don't really use much in weapons, and everything here is so shiny, and I feel like the town could use it in an emergency. But I also just wanted to thank you for all your help. You've been really like a font of information, and recently I got this thing from this store, and Book is gonna take out this charm that she took from the
Oracle
seller.
charm.
Yeah, a circular spear, shiny with green fronds. She's gonna say, I haven't used it much, but I mean, it almost seems like it's destined to go to you. So maybe we can gift you something.
She looks down at you, knowing exactly what you hold, because that's a very, very powerful magical item, and it comes with some things that backfire, such as not being able to get rid of it unless it's willingly given and taken. And she looks at you and she says, I've never owned one. Thank you. And she takes it willingly from you, releasing you from basically the curse that it puts on you. And she says, but do not fear. If it is not a weapon you seek, there are many other things in this town that can help you along your way.
I mean, if you have whatever you think would be helpful.
Oh man, I got an idea.
Oh. You have a sinister look in your eye. What?
Yeah. She says, do you have a taste for tea?
Oh, I love tea.
I thought you did. She says, here, and she pulls out a bag of tea leaves. Let me give you something a little different. Because why not? Seems ridiculous. Why not? Yeah, she pulls it out and she says, be careful.
Is it like explosive tea?
She says, it's unfortunately not for you. It is actually a very potent potion. The first time you drink it, you are reduced to 0 hit points, regardless of any magical effects or protections, and you are dying. Make saving throws as normal. If you survive, you awaken with all your hit points, and you are 60 years younger.
Wow, I love it.
She says, it seems like the kind of chaos I saw behind your eyes.
Oh, does it have a name? The
yes,
tea of
I call it
rejuvenation?
Cloud and Miss Immorality Tea.
Oh, that's such a long name. Give me 1 second while I write it.
She says, with each subsequent use of it, the tea is only half as effective as the last time you drink it. So, be careful who you use it on and why.
Got it. Well, thank you. Thank you. I will make sure to use this for nothing but good intentions.
She says, quickly, you must leave on the docks tonight or you will not beat the storm.
Great. Well, thanks.
And she kind of waves you on. This, of course, if you hit this portal, it's going to take you straight back to the ship. You see the town is mostly asleep by the time the festival is done, which makes sense. Everybody's tired. They didn't get their questions answered, but you all got private time with the priestess. Oh, no, I brought her with me. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, hi, you're here.
Oops, yeah,
Oh.
did not mean to do that. Let me just make her a secret. Yeah, she's at sea now. You're back on your ship. It is even colder than before. The storm almost continues to get, like, worse and worse, almost. My stuff is, like, seriously trying hard here. I might have to do a refresh again. I'm gonna refresh it.
We're trapped.
You all set sail. You have kind of gotten the hang of things, though it's still not smooth sailing by any means with the storm. In fact, you're going to come down out the south of the Jotunheim Peninsula, down past Standisgard and loop up. And after about a week of travel, you see it on the horizon. The island of Loki, the Isle of Loki as they call it. It is stark white, cut out of what looks to be crystal and rock. The whole thing is covered in one massive storm cloud that circles the top of the island in this rather unnatural way, as all of you pull up to it. There is kind of, I guess, a place to dock, or like, it's not a proper dock itself. I guess it's just a place to pull the vessel in, and you can take in the small rowboat as you go up. Before you go, the Oracle reminds you that this is a deadly place and that you will be faced with vast forest and open ice deserts to get where you need to go. Yeah. Your ship's still covered in blood, I forgot.
It is. It's great. She wasn't kidding when she said this was a terrible place.
Should we have a plan before we... I mean, never mind. Let's just go.
Well, we just gotta go over after the hags, right?
I think it's be very
Kill the
quiet
hags.
and kill the hags.
Oh, okay.
I
She
can do
did
that. I can
the-
be very quiet.
The last thing she says to all of you before you go on your way out, her parting gift is to always follow the light. The island is dark.
You know, when I was younger, they told me not to follow the light if I saw it, but... Well,
Look, that's the darkest thing you've ever said. What do you mean when you were young? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Ladder, if
Shall
you want to...
we?
I was about to say, yeah, you can take the ladder
Over here.
off. It'll drop you in the snow forest of the Isle of
I
Loki.
think that's so cool how you can change,
Change
where
the
the
exit
portals
portal?
take you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
super
that's
cool.
so cool.
When you arrive and your feet touch down, you can feel the density of the earth, the layers of dense ice underneath you. There is vast nothing here. There are no birds, there are no bugs, there are no sounds except for the wind and storm. And you're immediately met with a very, very cold and dense forest. There is no path.
Sure.
There are no like footprints anywhere because there are no creatures. The only answer that you were given was to follow the light. As soon as this loads, you all can try to figure out and track the clues to find your way out of the forest.
Right there.
I will cast Pass Without Trace, tap my new staff
Smart.
ground,
Okay.
and do that. So we all have to stay kind of close-ish together.
Should I carry this lantern or not?
Well, we have to follow the light, right? So
Right.
is it pitch black if we turn this lantern out, or do we see another light coming from somewhere?
That's a great question. You can. It is so dense and dark here. You can roll a perception, no passive perception, unless somebody has like good dark vision.
I do.
I have dark
Better
vision
than the
at all
average
now
bear.
that I think about it.
Okay, so when you look through, this is not like darkness brought on by the changing of like the moon and sun. This is darkness brought on by clouds blocking out the sun. Oh wow, that was really good. A 22, Crowley.
22.
A 22. You kind of peer through the forest. Your eyes off in the distance feel like you do see a small like light, as if it's kind of like flickering. It's faint. It's even less than the lantern that Vern carries. It is off. Let's see. Can I ping? I should be able to ping. There. It's off to your east.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
Go that way.
Oh, Crowley's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna start walking.
Okay, Crowley, you can't.
Nope,
Can't do
nope.
that. All
You-
right.
Yep, this way, I think.
Navigating the
Yeah.
forest is its own
Lost
fun
my place. Here we
adventure.
go.
I can also pretty much move anything that needs to be moved.
Oh, there we go. We can
Like
go
that.
around this way. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, I like
And Crowley, as you come around, you see it. A small grouping of fireflies fighting against the wind, trying to hold position, lighting a path.
Cool.
And once again, you look out, trying to spot maybe the next set, and you do further southeast.
Oh, this is cool.
And Crowley, slowly but surely, you're able to guide the group through firefly set after firefly set. Each time they grow a little lighter, like they're not quite as bright. But it seems that the path is leading you south. You find a second set.
This is fun.
Yeah, right.
Just wandering around in the dark,
find the
hoping to find
fireflies.
light.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm into it.
Vern, you find the next set down here to the south.
is.
It seems to be leading the way. Direction changes a little bit.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Where am I?
How do we get down? There we go. Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh, we
Wait,
Oh,
I
you
think
got it.
we're
Vern
all
figured it
separate.
Oh, this is
I
perfect.
see
Now
one down there.
No, wait.
begins
it's
to get
this way, right?
You're definitely headed south.
No,
Hmm.
it's this
Oh.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
this way, here.
storm is getting denser, and you
Crowley,
begin to
come up this
lose
way,
each other.
This way.
Oh, I'm scared
around
of the
this way.
dark. Never
Come around this way, Crowley.
I'm gonna move this rock. It seems like Crowley might be struggling to fit through the tiny
This
space.
is a
Yeah.
huge map.
It is a
There we go.
huge map.
I found
go.
it.
Very
It's
big
here.
bear.
Okie dokie. We
You
found
find
another
one.
So we got this one.
And then another,
you're down
and you
here.
all trekked for hours through the woods looking for these small stints of fireflies that seem to be placed here, maybe out of good conscience or luck, you're not sure.
Ooh.
But you eventually find your way to the edge of the forest, where a large group of fireflies are lighting a single sign that points. The sign is very old, and it seems to once have said lagoon on it, but there's a doubtful any lagoon on this frozen piece of rock anymore. But you can take yourself there and see what you find.
Should we do any buff? Oh, everyone left. Right.
We had 8 days on the ship to do anything that we needed to do.
Yeah, if you wanted to prep, you would have had a long rest, everybody. So everything is back. Anything that you wanted to attune with, especially the new magic items, would be you would have. So okay. As you arrive, the forest almost becomes, if you can believe it, even more dead. None of the trees have any color. They're frozen over. And you can see a bridge on the far side of the lagoon. That all of you just walked over. You are all going to have to make dexterity, either dex checks. You can use acrobatics if you would like, but you have to basically hop the stones to get to the bridge. It seems that somebody has broken away the ground.
Got it.
You mean to hop the stones, you said?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Max, you have the highest perception. This area of the ground seems to be covered in special crystals and crystalline. Yeah, it's all of the rocks here protrude different kinds of like crystals, and the energy. There's a lot of magic here. I'm going to turn that down.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Can I use...
10 acrobatics.
What's the range on this?
Did you see mine?
Okay.
Yeah, so can I use mold? So it's this. We're hopping across these rocks to get to the bridge. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
So there's snow, yeah.
Yes.
So can I use mold snow to like harden and like create little like stops basically
I
on
love
each of these
that.
things to
Like
help us
bumpers.
get across? Yeah, exactly
they're
right.
like
exactly
bumpers.
Right.
Absolutely. I will say everybody can then make their checks with advantage, so you could roll it again. But yeah, we see as you kind of build it up, you pull chunks of ice and snow from the shoreline to build a little like sleuth across. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no!
Are
I
you
rolled
serious?
Exactly the same.
Well, remember,
I rolled
it is with
much
advantage,
lower.
so you're not going to take. Okay. Well, the good news is Crowley rolled the
Wow, y'all.
same. Bless. Crowley, you struggle. You can hear the ice cracking under your feet. And just as all of you think that you're to the far side, you hear Crowley's foot crack through this, like, slide.
No.
And Crowley falls half in. Does anybody reach to catch Crowley? Or does anybody take a reaction?
I mean, yeah, I'm not. None of us are. Crowley's the strong one, but yeah, I'll try and grab
It's an athletics check to try to
Can I
grab
help?
Crowley.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
everybody
we
can.
Advantage?
We can make a monkey chain.
Yeah,
to,
you're
like,
all
try
doing it
and-
together, so
Oh, there
everybody
you
can roll it
go.
with advantage. Sure, why not?
There you
All right,
go.
what type of check is this? I didn't hear.
Athletics. To catch your dear friend Crowley.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, beautiful.
A 12.
All right.
Maybe you even break out the new whip.
Did you roll with advantage, Vern? Oh yeah. Oh,
That was
that's
with
exactly
advantage?
it.
Yeah. You crack
Oh,
out the
whipper.
new whip. Perfect.
No,
Two
12.
friends' hands reach out, and grab Crowley, and the whip cracks just in time. And you kind of catch Crowley by the girth of Crowley's body as you pull Crowley up, and all of you kind of fall almost onto the wooden bridge that is creaking and cracking. But somebody is definitely here because this whole place is lit with candles placed in the tops of skulls.
Thanks, I hate that.
This is a beautiful map, by the way.
Thank
Beautiful map.
you.
This is really well done.
As you come across, anybody with a passive perception of more than 14, notice that there are 3 women under veils. They are standing in the corner. I'm gonna actually take the lighting down just a little bit. They are standing, I say in the corner, they're standing at the end. And they seem to be chanting. They have not noticed you because you did have Pass Without Trace on, which means that you have a flat 10 to start with. There's a massive cauldron in the middle of them. A storm cloud literally rains into this cauldron, and they stand atop a large rune on the ground. They seem to be actively in the midst of casting magic in a circle.
Should we surprise them?
You should try.
Sure.
Oh,
We have Pass Without Trace, right?
What?
yes. Shush. Book. Whisper. We've been when the shadows come around, the voice goes down. That's not a good rhyme.
Oh, it's really not. Yeah.
I'd understand why you
I,
Crowley, can you surprise them? Just like we can.
I can try,
Ooh,
but
that is
he's
such
immediately
confidence.
just going to set off his rage.
Oh, that's not quiet. Wait till you get there.
He just goes,
Quiet roar.
A quiet roar.
I could just shoot him.
Don't think they're going to see. Let's see. Control. I don't think they're going to hear you. I just don't foresee that being the case.
So yeah.
Oh, they did roll a
What
15.
else I should know? I want to know. Oh, we should.
Let's get closer.
there's- We could crit fail. They might notice. us.
Yeah. That is a 17, which is pretty high.
Right.
I am going to give you a roll as long as you roll higher than 17. And remember, Pass Without a Trace provides you 10 to your roll.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is add 10.
If they had not rolled that
this
high, I
because
would
our
have made
druid
you
on
all
the
roll.
show uses it all the time.
So it's add 19.
Yep.
Crowley got a 26.
Max got a 25.
Yeah, they have not noticed any
Vern
of
got a
you. Damn.
20.
Damn.
Excellent.
Yeah,
28.
beautiful. You're all whispering at the bridge, and they can't hear you.
Okay, so
Are we all able to prep an attack?
Right here, behind this rock.
oh, what a good hiding spot. Yeah, go do that.
That's good. Yeah, let's go down there.
What's the
We
range
should
on
totally be there
120
because
feet?
they're
Oh,
gonna
that's
find all of
glorious.
us. I think I'm gonna be back here behind this statue.
Okay, I have got some range on this spell, so I'll be back here. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good.
Is everybody feeling good about their positions?
Yes.
Dot's like whispering with us.
Great, wonderful. They're kind of like
Fire!
chanting. You can see that on the ends of their veils that they've been standing here a very long time in this circle because like icicles have built up around like the edges of their clothing, but they don't seem affected by the cold, or they aren't bothered by it, I guess you should say.
Before we do anything, should we try talking?
Anyway.
Diplomacy? No? All right. let's
No,
go.
with hags? Are you kidding me?
Hags that are bringing about Fimbulwinter? No, I
Fimbulwinter,
think we're
I don't
past
think
that
so.
point.
On the Isle of Loki?
Right.
There's nothing about this that suggests diplomacy is the good
I
idea.
don't think so. I think this is we combat.
Well, I know. I just read in books that some people can be redeemed. Anyways, all right, let's shoot. And Book will fire a frenzy bolt.
I think we all go at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you all, because you snuck up on them, you all get one round before
Right.
we roll initiative.
Right.
So everybody gets to
Right.
do something.
As, initiative order works, Robert.
Hey, if we're just gonna sit here, not.
You were the one who wanted to parlay with the evil hags.
I mean,
Because this is a surprise round, do I get my sneak attack?
you do not unless you wait for somebody else to be in combat. So if somebody else attacks first, then you would get it after they're in combat with them.
I'm happy to do that.
Go for it, Crowley.
Okay,
I mean-
Crowley's just gonna.
Did you roll your
Run
initiative,
out.
Crowley?
Well, no, were we rolling initiative or are we getting this?
You're going to get a free attack basically before we go into initiative because you snuck up on them.
got it.
Yeah.
So I have to wait to get my sneak?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would want to wait till Crowley goes and you could go after
You're
Crowley.
going to be there. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'll
we
fight
should be
back,
good.
Because then you'll be there.
I should be
Yeah.
fine.
Crowley's gonna go here to this.
Great.
And I can get
Anastasia.
Yes. And I am raging. I have both of my attacks for the surprise round. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you're in the rage.
I am raging.
She does not see you. Let's see what their ooh. You need a 15. 15 to hit.
15. Okay. So the first one, I misjudge.
That's all right. Let's grab the second roll
Second
before
one.
we.
That'll do.
That'll do.
And
That
this-
will do at a 27. Yeah.
This axe is just a battle axe stat.
So the regular, yeah, unless
Yeah.
you wanted to use the honey axe.
Yeah, the honey axe, yeah.
Oh,
No,
it
I'm
does.
using the
Okay, so
honey
make
axe.
sure that you add +2 to both your attack and your attack roll and your damage.
And
So this Irina on the other side sees you coming, and her eyes grow big as she kind of pops out of the trance and accused her sister on the first attack, but she was not expecting the next one with the honey axe as it's brought down, and you cleave it into her. When she cries out, so do her sisters. Ah! In unison, as if they are connected in some way. Roll damage.
I rolled a 14.
A 14? Is that with the +2?
That is with the +2 from the axe and the +2 from my rage.
Beautiful. Okay, let me. They are very special in that as long as they are connected, that is not what I wanted to do. As long as they are connected, they share an HP pool.
Ooh.
So, they have, I'm just going to say they have a shared one. That's all I'll say.
Yikes.
Yeah, right. Okay, so. All right. It does cleave into her, though she does not bleed. She doesn't even seem to be bothered. She refuses to break the circle. as if the hope of staying connected is possibly more important. Who else would like to make a surprise attack? Because you're all basically attacking at the same time.
I attacked.
Okay. Which one would you like to attack?
For the one that Crowley is also
So
attacking.
Anastasia. Okay, yeah, so you walk up to Anastasia. Okay, cool. Probably sneak behind, no doubt.
It'll be with a ranged weapon.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's right, because you have the, yep.
And a 21 to hit.
A 21 super hits. That's right, because you're over here. Tried to get you in the frame.
And then, hold on. That's a d6 plus a 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay. We'll take a 9.
A 9. Yeah, the arrow slams into her back. Again, they all scream out with pain, though they do not move.
Book.
Well, go ahead and do. If you're doing an attack, I'm doing a spell
I am
save.
not.
Oh, okay.
Not.
Book is gonna go ahead and quickly open her book to damage spells, and she sees all the ones that do flashy things, and she turns to another page, and she's like, "Oh, this one's called Love Shack. I wonder what this one does."
What?
Oh gosh.
And she's gonna cast Earworm Melody. So you sing or play a catchy tune. They need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. What's going to happen is they will all three make the wisdom save. They will attempt to anyways. Because when you attack one, it applies to all of them.
Got it. And the faint chords of Love Shack, which I can't sing.
21. If you see a faded sign at the side of the road.
There you go.
Okay.
A 21 does succeed.
Okay, so that one's like, wait, but they all have to roll. I think they still take the highest one, whoever rolls the highest of them, which means that they could also, with disadvantage, roll. Boop. So, okay, yeah, no, 21, 27, 23. It is the oldest sister that seems to pull the group back in. You watch her almost gather the magic that's swirling around them and rip it back in to pull her sisters back into the circle with the successful save of a 23.
Excellent. All right, well, Book kind of just shrugs and looks at Max.
Max is going to hold out his hand, and seeing that they're trying so hard to stay connected and focused on whatever is in the middle of the circle, I'm going to cast... Well, actually, I'm going to take a few steps up this way to get a nice line. And then I'm going to cast Gust of Wind on that... Well, on myself, so that a gust of wind goes straight for that cauldron and hopefully knocks it over onto... or in the direction of Irina.
Okay, this is a very heavy cauldron.
Yes, I believe that.
It is. It is huge, and yeah. How much does it say it can push?
So this says each creature must survive. Must succeed on a strength saving throw. Be pushed 15 feet.
Okay.
Creature. Nope, that's creature. Gust disperses vapor, gas, extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames. Wow, it really doesn't say, so...
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have...
It is a second level spell, so, like, not the most powerful thing in the
universe. So I'm going to have the two sisters that would be in the gust, so that would be Anastasia and Claudia. They're going to roll the strength check, but there is a fire under this potion, or under this spell.
I'll take, even if I can't knock the cauldron,
so I would say you at least put the fire out. They are not very strong. So we'll see how they do. She rolled a 12. What's the strength save?
Sure do wish I knew the answer to that. 15 is my DC.
Okay, so she will... Okay, they both fail. The gust comes out of nowhere, and being in combat with Crowley after the axe attack and then the throb to the bow to the back, no matter how hard the oldest sister Irina tries to pull them back in, she can't do it. And the gust of wind actually knocks them out of the circle for a period of time.
Yes, I'll take it.
All right, so she kind of gets knocked out over here, and she's going to get knocked out of the ring as well, this direction, gust of wind, like, they screech, no!
Does Carly get an attack of opportunity?
Oh, yeah, because she moved.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, yeah.
I'm going to give it to you because
Yeah, do it.
why not? And then we'll go into a proper initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Just for fun,
It's a 19 to hit.
watch this. That does hit. The
10
cauldron
more damage.
is now. I'm gonna have to make it big. How much? 10? Nice.
10.
Yeah, she kind of tumbles back, and you're able to get another swing in at her before she goes to the ground. Again, no matter even with cleaving at her, there's only so much damage you seem to be doing. She's whatever magic is connecting them is very, very powerful. Okay, here is the cauldron with the fire out. I put it out.
Very nice.
Yes, the whatever's above seems to be lingering, the storm cloud, but the cauldron is no longer bubbling with the brew. They seem very angry, and at this point, all of them kind of turn their heads in this eerie way as their bones kind of crack and creak, and you can finally see, if you're close enough, under their veils, they are horrid. Maybe the veils are used to keep people, to make people think they're more beautiful than they are, but dark magic has eaten away at them slowly but surely. We will, in fact, roll initiative, everybody. I'm going to roll once for the sisters because they're taking actions together versus separately.
Oof.
A 13 for Vern.
Okay, that's not so bad, y'all. I guess
Well.
we'll just add the 3. So they're going to roll once with their modifier. Okay. Okay, so they didn't do too hot either. Looking at our lineup, initiative looks to be... Ooh. 10, 13, 6, 20. So Book is up first, followed by... So it'll be Book... Oops. Vern... So, Book, you're up. Vern, then it'll be the Coven, followed by Crowley and Max.
Great. All right. So Book is up first. Seeing that the song Love Shack didn't take place, she's gonna go back to the damaging spells. This is one she's already done. She's gonna cast Frenzied Bolt.
Nice.
A bolt of rainbow colors, and let's see if she hits.
Which one is she attacking? Or I guess it doesn't really matter because they're gonna all have to make the save.
Yeah, the one that's in the top above Crowley. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That is a 13.
Does not hit.
Boo. And Book is going to get closer, although she's not going to get in melee of them, but she's going to start just looking at this circle to see if she can intuit what it's doing.
You can roll an Arcana check
Okay.
if you would like to see. I'll give you that on your turn as you walk up to try to assess the situation.
Right. Arcana, there we go. Not great. Let's see. It's ironic. She's a familiar of a wizard, but whatever. That's an 8.
It looks like a very powerful circle. You are not able to cross it.
Okay.
You put your hand down and bings your hand back. But you have this is deep magic far beyond your knowledge.
Got it. Okay. And that is she gives as a bonus action 1 bardic inspiration to Crowley.
Well done. All right, Crowley, that's a D10? 8.
The D at this level, it's a D6, I believe.
6, D6. All right, Crowley. Speaking of, or no, I'm sorry, Vern, it is your turn.
Sorry, it's a D8.
Well,
Crowley.
Vern is going to get a little bit of a better vantage point, so we're going to go hide over here behind this little, what is this, table?
Yeah, they're repurposing whatever these ruins are.
Something. And is Crowley within 5 feet of this Anastasia?
I would say you're more like
within
10.
melee.
Oh yeah, sure.
I would say, well, it has to be 5 feet, I guess. That's okay. Either way, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at Anastasia.
Yes, love it.
bring out the blood bow here.
Oh yeah, use the blood bow. You get a +1 to the attack.
So that will be boom. Add. Oh, that will definitely hit.
Oh yeah, that
for
hurts a
23.
lot. Yeah. Roll damage
And
with a
what is
+1.
And that's a +1.
Yeah, with the bow. Now it would do more damage if you had it soaked it in there. If you soak it in their blood.
And longbow is a D8. Remind
Yes.
Me? D8. Okay, great. D8 plus 3 plus 1.
Yes.
But it would do more if it was soaked in their blood.
Right. You would. Yeah. You would. Okay. It would be basically they would be at disadvantage. You're at advantage when you hit them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So that's a total of 9 damage to Anastasia.
Yeah, again, as the arrow throbs to match the one you've already got protruding out of her back, her sister's arch, they're back in the exact same way.
And as a bonus action, I'm legitimately going to try and hide behind this table now here, because
okay.
I do not want to be seen. Do you need me to roll anything for that?
Yes, you will want to roll a stealth check.
Okay,
they're going to be at disadvantage to see you. Because they're in the middle of combat.
That's a dirty 20.
That's a bad roll for them. They're going to do it again. I say that. Yeah. They do not see you hide. You are able to take cover, no problem, and they are completely unaware of you. Maybe it's the bear in Anastasia's face.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it's the bear folk in Anastasia's face. It does become the Coven's turn. They go to finally retaliate. Ooh. They... Oh, that's really mean. Okay. It is actually going to be Claudia that's... She doesn't really step forward. She kind of writes herself back into the circle. And the sisters, all three of them, take a deep breath. But it comes out of Claudia's mouth as she breathes a cone of cold on all of you, a cone of frost. She's going to do that cone at Book and Crowley, because you are the closest to. Kind of breathes out on all of you. What... Pray tell, I need a dex save, basically. I need a dex save from all of you. Or from the two of you.
From everyone?
Just the two of them that are in the cold.
Not great.
Yeah, this could be bad.
But I also have resistance to cold damage.
Okay, well that's good, because you might need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Book, you're able to dodge out of the way, but Crowley, you are hit square with this cold damage. Now, usually, if you dodged it, you'd only take half damage, which Book will do. But Crowley, you have resistance, which means you're going to take half damage as well.
Crowley, before the damage roll, you can use Bardic Inspiration on a save if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Well, resistance to cold damage, so I was.
Yeah, but if you would have resistance to it, which means you take half damage, and you succeed, you take no damage. Yeah.
Alright, and I rolled, what, an 11?
You rolled an 11, yes. You can roll the D6 to add... 8, you said D8.
It's a D8, yeah.
7. So 18.
Okay. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Wait, cancel. Okay, yeah, you succeed. Both of you managed to dodge out of the way. Crowley, because of your fur, nothing really sticks to you. Book, unfortunately, you're still going to take half the damage from that roll. I'm sorry in advance.
No, it's fine. The cold doesn't bother me.
What? Book, why are you getting so close?
Okay, so the total damage was 39. You'll take half of that, which would be basically 19. So half, 19.
Book goes burr.
Cold freezes out. It sticks to everything. All of your feathers are now rigidly cold. As she the sisters then of course come back to the circle as the spell finishes being cast from Claudia's mouth. That I think is going to be their turn. Yes. Yes. Oh, the cauldron weighs 3,000 pounds. Definitely not being pushed over by wind.
Fair enough. I got them out of the circle, so I feel accomplished.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
yep.
3,000.
Yeah,
Dang.
3,000 pounds. And, well, we'll see if y'all decide to try to touch it. Okay. Great. It's their turn, or their turn is done. So that takes us to Crowley. Crowley, how do you
Crowley.
retaliate from the cold?
Crowley's kind of torn between whether or not he wants to go to the one he was fighting or the one that just breathed on him. I think he's
Yeah.
gonna go to the one that breathed on him. And slashy twice with his axe, with his
Yep.
honey axe.
Take it.
Alright, let's do
Slice,
roll
slice.
number 1.
Yes, that's a hit.
Ooh, that'll look like it'll hit. Let's do roll number 2.
Roll number 2 at a...
At a +8.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That also hits.
You didn't even need the 8.
No.
She seems
and
less
then-
dexterous than her sister, maybe.
And then we're gonna do 2 of these plus yeah. So I'm adding up all the damage together.
Yep.
22 points
Wow.
of damage.
Yeah, you cleave her. You watch as her veil kind of tears, and you can see the like ghostly white, frozen blue skin underneath for the first time.
And as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
Crowley is going to do a bear hug.
Is that a grapple?
It's a unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yes, an unarmed strike to a grapple. And
Okay,
that's
so make a attack
with my strength modifier, yeah?
with your strength modifier, correct. She is going to then make I guess she's going to make a counter roll. Not their best is not dex, not really. Man, they are tough little cookies. Okay.
I rolled a 12, so I don't think it's gonna matter anyway.
We'll
For
find
what it's worth,
out.
Crowley, I do think we are proficient in unarmed strikes. I think everyone's proficient in their own unarmed strikes.
That's true. So if you didn't add your proficiency to that, you should have.
So then 12.
And actually, well, I'll tell you that in a second.
It'd be a 15.
Yeah, it would be a 15 total. So 2 under.
2.
So, maybe it's out of reaction. You go to grapple her and she dodges, and then at the last second, she allows you to grab her. So what damage does the bear hug do? Because then I have some retaliation.
So it says if you hit, you can grapple target, dealing additional damage, but it doesn't tell me what damage I can do.
Additional damage. I'm gonna guess it's unarmed, so
Probably a D4.
a D4, yeah,
Okay.
of hug plus your strength of hug strength.
Plus hug strength.
Pleasure strength. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. As you, yeah. So
So it's gonna be
D6
4
plus your
points of damage.
Okay, so another 4 points as she lets you grab her and you squeeze her tight, and you can feel kind of her frail, disgusting form under your body. She takes the 4 points, no problem, but retaliates. The longer you hold her, something begins to happen. I'm going to, well, you know what? We don't know yet because it's not their turn. On their turn, you'll take some damage. Okay. Last but certainly not least, Max.
So Max has been watching his companions just wail on these, and he just sort of takes a step over to reorient, because Gust of Wind is a concentration spell, so it is still blowing.
Oh, good.
At
Okay.
He's just trying to keep them, whenever possible, shove them out of alignment. And while that's happening, and while they're hopefully being shoved away, oh goodness, Max is just gonna grip the staff in one hand and like put a hand on his soul gem and that little vine in the other, and he's gonna try to dispel magic that circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll need to
do
be
it.
a really high roll, but
Yeah, I'll bet
there's
it
nothing
will.
saying that you can't.
You got this.
All right, let's find out. We got a few more tries as long as y'all don't die. So if this one doesn't go great,
we got it. We gotta hold him down.
You just hold down the fort. All right, here we go. It's a 21.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, I will give you a choice. You can drop Gust of Wind and successfully get rid of the circle. Or you can get rid of part of the circle, not all of it.
I think knowing what we know right now, I'll drop Gust of Wind and just put all of my force behind this dispel.
You feel yourself tap into it, right? To tap into this dark magic and begin to break its construction down, because that's kind of how it works. And as you begin to break it down, you realize it needs more energy than you've got, and you have to drop Gust of Wind. But as you do, sure enough, it goes away. The circle that was like letting light out, it goes dark again. You can see their eyes now glisten at all of you. The cauldron goes completely silent, and the rain cloud above it begins to dissipate and goes away. The storm around you itself does not stop, but the sisters look very upset, and they scream out in unison.
Yay! We like Mad Sisters. I'm gonna go ahead and just tuck myself back behind this little stump.
Boop, book.
Book. They don't seem like newly chatty after this. No, probably not. All right, Book's gonna run over to this one that Crowley's next to, and she is gonna do a new spell. Which, let me get my specifics from it. She's gonna reach out and try and touch this hag. And I know there was a conversation about Crowley doing this, but let's see what happens. It's a melee spell attack, chaotic vitality. Let's see if she's successful.
It is technically only grapple, so you may get away with it. A 21. Oh, an 11.
Nope, that's an 11.
That does not hit. Does not hit. Maybe it's because she's moving about, or that she's very angry now and she's kind of hissing and
would Book have advantage if the hag's grappled?
Oh, that's true. She can't go anywhere. You're totally right. She is successfully grappled. You get advantage on that attack.
All right, let's see if it helps.
You're so right. I didn't even think about that. Hey. It sure hella did. All right, roll damage.
Very much.
All right, so this is a complicated spell.
Okay.
You conjure pulsing waves, chaotic energy. After a brief moment that seems to last forever, you and the creature's current hit point totals change. I need to roll a D100.
Okay, they change?
Yep. Let's see
like
how
switch?
it changed.
Oh.
I thought that initially, but let's see what happens. 75. And I can increase or decrease this number by my spellcasting level, which is 5.
So you could go to 80 or 70.
What spell is this?
Chaotic Vitality. All right,
Wild.
So it's 70%, so it's 50% of the total of our 2 hit points combined goes to both of us.
Okay, so how many hit points do you have?
What?
I have 13.
Wow, that's very low. They have 128
First of all,
left.
what?
Okay,
Jesus.
So it's 141. We split it in 2, and anything
70.
over my max becomes temporary hit points.
Okay, so basically you go up to 70, they go down to 70.
Excellent.
Wow, that's a redonkulous spell. I love that. That's so stinking cool. Okay, so 70%. Or 50% to 70. Okay, so they all screech as you watch Book suck essence from them, like a percentage of their hit points. You just went from 13 hit points to 70 points.
It's 142, and then it's 50% of that, which is 70. So I think each of us gets that. God, it's
yeah. So you would get whatever's left over, and they go down from 128 to 70.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how to do this on my hit point tracker. But that was cool. Yay!
I think there's a temporary hit point option. If not, you could track it to the side. Wow. Yeah, they almost all go down to a knee as their life force is literally drained and altered by Book.
It affected all 3 of them because they're connected.
Because they're connected. Then they share a hit point pool.
That's super cool.
Yep. That sucks for them. Okay. That was amazing. Vern.
Well, Vern sees his opportunity. He sees friends around this, what's her name? Clavdia?
Clavdia.
Clavdia. And he's gonna attack with his blood bow and try to get his sneak as well.
Nice.
So let's see if it hits. That's a 13 to hit.
A 13 does not hit. A 15. Ugh. I know.
All right. Well, let's see. Bonus actions. Just so I can maintain some sort of illusion. We're going to try and, you know what? We're going to go over here into their camp a little bit here.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
And try and hide over here to try and get another vantage point as these ladies.
These seem to be their hovels, these little dome-shaped things. You notice as you just happen, you're Vern, you happen to look in as you pass by.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that seems to be where they sleep.
Okay, I'm going to try and hide. Just to make sure that I'm completely concealed here.
I'm not even going to make you roll because your last one was so good.
Oh,
and
thanks.
And they are very much having their life force drained. You know?
Yeah, they're distracted. Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nicely done. Moving along, it does become the sisters' turn. They did not like that at all. In fact, oh, that's mean.
Do it, sister.
Okay. Okay. You see, Arena, I'm just going to use each one of their special things. She begins to dance. Hands in the air, she moves about in this kind of unnatural way as her body undulates back and forth. I need all of you to make a charisma check.
Everyone?
Yes, a charisma saving throw.
Oh no. For all the talking Max has done in the last 4 weeks, he's very bad at charisma.
Would I get advantage on this because of my axe?
So weird.
What?
Wasn't there something against advantage on charisma against beasts?
Oh, you're totally right. They're considered beasts. They're part of the compendium of beasts. So you're totally right. I would give that to you as a and I want to say, what was it? It was you get advantage on charisma saves against a beast when holding it. You're so totally freaking right.
Well, that's really good because I have a -1 to my charisma.
Vern rolled a 17.
I still get it, as did Max.
Ooh.
With a -1, so.
A 21 for book.
Okay, everybody passed.
Hey!
You see her begin to dance, and it starts to draw you in. Maybe, Crowley, you even feel the urge to let go. You're being charmed by her, but to no avail, which is really good for all of you because you would have had to have waited. But, Crowley, you are in contact with our dear, dear friend, Claudia. You are going to take some damage. It's her physical form is cold to the point that it's doing cold damage. You will only take half because you have resistance, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll take half of this. Great! A whole 3 points of cold damage as it starts to eat through your dense fur. You can feel her body. It's like holding an ice cube with salt in your hand. We continue down the line. Crowley.
So even though this is a technical question, if I'm grappling her, can I still attack her with my axe, or do I have to let her go?
I don't think you can, because if you're in grapple, you can attack her with any... I'd have to look... I'm going to say you can't attack with an axe, but you could attack with your hands. You can still do the bear hug, and you could, like, unarmed attack her. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to let her go. I'm going to swing twice with my axe.
Great. I love this. And then you're going to scoop her back up.
I might. Yeah, I might just do that. So
hit.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Fantastic. Then we've got one more here.
That one does not hit.
Okay. That is fine. We'll take 1 plus 7. for 14 points of damage, and then
well
yes,
done.
I will do another bear hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna let you because you take damage every time it's her turn, so she's not even gonna fight you on it.
Oh, great. Then I'll just roll damage then.
Every time you get close, you hear these like dark whispers coming from her body, as if she's still trying to cast this spell.
Hold on. I forgot to put my modifier on that. Do I get proficiency with this one as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna roll.
Your proficiency's 3, right? So it becomes 7?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But I didn't roll my modifier.
Oh, what's your strength?
+3.
Oh, so another 3 points. So you did 11 total. She kind of, again, you feel her bones begin to crunch under your muscles, but she doesn't let up the spell casting. Neither do her sisters as they scream out under the same pain of crunching bone. Moving right along to Max.
All right, Max has been busting out some powerful magic, and he's not going to stop now. How would you describe the weather right now, Dot? Would you say it's stormy?
I would say it's super stormy.
Great.
Yeah.
Max is going to slam his staff down to the ground, and a bolt of lightning is going to shoot up into the clouds, the storm clouds above, and you see it sort of bounce around in the storm clouds, and he casts Call Lightning.
Oh.
So I will need... Well, not the one that all my friends are standing near, so I guess Anastasia to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. She rolls... Oh, a nat 20!
Oh, God.
No!
Is there any half damage for her?
There is half damage.
Okay,
yeah.
so she does manage to dodge out of the way, Anastasia. She jumps, like, over here now.
That's all right.
She, like,
That's
jumps out of
alright.
the way. But...
Ooh, it was a good roll. 23
Wow.
half to 11. Wait.
32
oh, no, I was looking at hers.
halved.
32 half
So,
to 16.
16. Damn.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It still catches her on the foot, and you watch her robes, these dingy, cold robes, just magnify the lightning as it blows her out of where she was standing off to the side. That's a lot of damage. The sisters scream out.
I'm gonna actually start like slowly. There's like lightning in my eyes, and I'm now that I can see sort of what's happening and what they've done to like the wildlife here. Max is pissed. So
Yeah,
he's
they
just slowly
killed
making his
everything.
way
It's
forward.
all dead. Yeah.
Yeah, just wrath of nature coming down.
And we start over. We're very close. They are not looking good. You can tell they're getting weaker. The whispering and the trying to keep the spell is becoming harder on them. Book.
Interesting. So they look weaker.
Very much so.
I actually could accidentally give them back hit points, which wouldn't be fun at this point.
Yeah, no,
so,
don't do that.
Book is going to go ahead then and take a step away, and they're welcome to take an opportunity attack if they want to.
She will. She's gonna take her claws reach out for you.
Disadvantage because she's
At
grappled?
disadvantage because you're right. So she will try to do that at disadvantage. Min roll. I figured out how to do it. I've been wondering how y'all been doing that. So oh, it didn't do it. Okay, so that's an 11, and
11
then
does miss.
okay,
You
11.
did it right. You just gotta put both d20 into the same
Gotta
roll,
put
but
2
otherwise you did
into
right.
it. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to just do it regular then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Again. Okay. And she rolled. Oh yeah. So the first one, which is an 11.
All right, 11 does miss. And
Yes.
so Book is just gonna shoot another frenzied bolt. If I have advantage on the one that Crowley is grappling, I'll shoot at that one.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have advantage on Plavdia, who is in Crowley's grasp.
Great. Oh, wow.
Oh, a 12. 12 does not hit.
All right, and then Book is gonna give another bardic inspiration to Crowley.
Nicely done.
That's your turn.
Making it Vern. Vern. You are
Vern
hidden?
is going to-
Yeah.
Yes, I'm now hidden. I'm not going to be hidden. I'm going to climb atop these barrels to get a better vent. Yeah, I can't.
Can't actually get up there, but yeah. Oh, wait. I wonder if I can.
Can you make them solid?
I can make it. Now you can step on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we have a better vantage point. We're gonna try and hit this Claudia. That's her name.
Yep.
With my blood bow, which means
nice.
a +1. D20. Boom. Let's hit.
Yes, that definitely hits Claudia.
Absolutely. And we get our sneak because...
Yep, so you get your extra d6 for damage. You might, if you roll well, take them out.
That's another d8 plus 1, 2, 3. Boom. Much. 14 damage.
Okay, not quite, but they do go down to their knees. Obviously, Claudia doesn't because she's being held by Crowley, but she takes that arrow straight to the chest, and the other two screech out as they hit the cold snow. It is their turn. They are.
I'm gonna hide as a bonus action. I'm gonna hide behind.
Yeah, smart. Get out of the way. No, I don't like that one. I don't want to use hers. I think they go into panic mode. Each of them are going to take a claw attack on the nearest person. You watch as they go into this feral mode, maybe why they're considered beast. Anastasia screeches out and runs over. I say that. Can I take control of her, please? Thank you. She runs over and attacks Vern. Or, I'm sorry, Max. Attacks Max. D20. Roll.
Deal what my AC
Nope.
is.
Misses.
Nope.
Botched. Well. Okay, she can stay. Nope. Anastasia, Claudia is gonna obviously attack Crowley, but it will be with disadvantage because, well, you know, we're in grapple at the moment. Which is probably a good thing, because she didn't do so great. Okay, 9 does not hit, I'm guessing, Crowley?
Nope.
I think that means that Irina is going to cross over and attack Book because Vern is hidden. So she rolls the same with her claws, and she kind of comes at you, claws of damn it. She trips over the cauldron and is like, and they're just like, they're clawing and reaching and grabbing, but their ferociousness seems to be actually a disadvantage to them. They have no, they're not really aiming for anything. They're just reacting like animals. Well, there's their turn. Crowley, please hug this woman to death.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Crowley's not taking any chances. He's gonna let her go, and he's going to swing at her with the axe again.
Oh no!
His new fancy axe, and
Oh!
Whoa!
completely misjudge where she is.
Yep. Okay. Not the best
Piece
roll.
of
That's okay.
Snow got like right in his eye, and he's like blinking it away.
I mean, she's
He's gonna
being pretty
try again.
feral too. Yeah.
15 hits.
That matches. Yeah, you hit her.
Oh, finally.
Ah! She yells out.
Can I add my bardic inspiration to damage?
You can add it to the attack, but
Yeah,
right,
not
but not to the
special
damage.
school for-
Correct.
yeah.
But you
Yeah.
get the +1 or 2 because of the axe, whatever the number was.
Yeah. That one's definitely involved. So, she is going to take 15 points of slashy damage.
Would you like to tell me how you end her?
Yeah.
Oh.
What does it look like as Crowley finishes off Claudia, and then I'll tell you about the other two sisters.
So I think Crowley, when he swings and gets the snow in his eye, kind of like turns to the side, and then just with one paw just swipes up and completely opens her up in the middle.
Ooh, my goodness.
Slicing her, yeah, from nape to chop. Yeah, she
Exactly.
spills open like cold sausage, and her sisters grab for their guts even though they're not spilling open, and they all scream out as their bodies fall to the floor. And they crinkle like, like old bugs, right, that have been sitting under the couch for too long. As they kind of and they freeze in this dense cold, being as old as they are. And there's a moment where you think that the storm is actually raging and getting stronger, and it whirls about all of you. But very slowly, you watch as the storm begins to pass. And after a minute, there is no longer snow. There is nothing but bright sunny skies out. You might even hear the sound of a bird not too far away. And you may think you're all finished, but I'm going to say it's Max with your eyes. You see a large snake.
Oh,
well, that's all right.
That watches you from afar. He watches you with dense eyes. I will give you all a religion check or a history check.
Oh, no.
If you want it.
Do
history
it's just
or
a flat
religion.
D20 roll.
Yep.
Hey, still not bad. 17.
Hey. Okay. Hey, nice. A 15. Plus a 2.
17.
Okay, so 17, 13.
I don't know why there
So
were two of those.
the two 17s, Vern and Max. You've been doing a lot of talking about Loki recently. You've been looking into things. You've been talking even to priests. You know that Loki's symbol is well known. It is a snake.
How soon does the storm dissipate and
Very quickly, in like an unnaturally fast way.
So my call lightning lasts for 10 minutes. I am not very clear. I am not calling lightning down on Loki, but I am going to sort of let the lightning in my eyes sort of glow a little brighter, and I'll call down lightning bolts on either side of Loki and just sort of under my breath say, not this time, sorry.
As the lightning strikes on either side, it knocks the snow off of the two, like the stone it sits upon. And you hear a laughter from behind you.
Damn it.
And you turn around and you see a rather large figure. Humanoid by all standard term, but much larger than you. Goatee, nice long flowing hair and kind of a ponytail, and a trickstery look in their eye. As he laughs at all of you, the snake slithers away. He is definitely a heartthrob by most standards. The snake kind of slithers away, and Loki looks down at all of you.
Hi.
Book.
Silly little mortals, trying to stop the inevitable.
No,
Maybe not.
no,
Stop.
the inevitable will happen.
Just delay.
Well, at least you understand the stakes. You may have stopped the storm, but none of you have weathered it yet. Fenrir is already on his way to Bjornreich. The war will happen.
I think you may find the bear folk more prepared for your son than you hoped.
He says, I look forward to their preparedness. The more bloodshed, the better. Safe travels, getting off the Isle of Loki.
Oh. Well,
Did anyone lock the boat before we left?
no.
I did. No, I did. I know I was in charge of the ropes, and I definitely did that.
I didn't hear any beeps.
Did you put the steering wheel lock in place too?
I wasn't in charge of the steering wheel. I was in
claw or
charge of the
whatever?
ropes.
Shit.
Oh, yep. There's that moment. Well, my screen first. Oh, there it goes. It's coming back. He turns around and he says to all of you, you are no matter to me. The sisters, just pawns on a much larger game board.
No.
We mattered enough for you to come and tell us that we don't matter.
He laughs. He says, oh, and you think that I'm here.
Ugh.
And
and Vern will try and dexterously jump through Loki.
Oh, okay. You want to try to grab him? Okay, roll a dex save or a dex check. I'll let you roll a dex check.
Okay, great.
Hilarious. Vern. No.
I don't know. Just like.
Yeah, why not?
I love it. Absolutely.
I mean, it's not great. It's a 15.
A 15. You dive through and you feel the tips of your fingers actually touch his robes as he whooshes out of sight.
Cool. That was well done.
Nice.
And you all stand in what's left of the ruins on this island, whatever was here long before. The storm is gone and the sun peeks out. You can actually feel some of the snow and ice melting below your feet. You have made it through the winter storm of Fimbulwinter, even though Fenrir is said to be on his way to Bjornreich. You have all inevitably stopped a false Fimbulwinter from happening.
Yay.
Congratulations. All right.
I'll take that.
Yeah, don't touch the cauldron, everybody. I'm just going to tell you that in advance.
You don't
Y'all, it's if you touch it, you have to roll to throw yourself in it. Or throw yourself in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just call lightning strikes. 10 minutes of lightning strikes on that thing.
Right? Let's get one final look at our dear players before we switch over to, or our characters before we switch over to our players. We have had Vern, Book, Max, and Crowley. This has been the One More Multiverse VTT. I'll drop a link in chat. You can get it in beta right now. That's not what I want. If you want to play with you and your friends. Because it's pretty cool. We did some things. Where did you get the creepy doll?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Where did you get the creepy doll?
You brought that from.
Give it to me.
Somewhere else.
I think I can stage y'all. Yeah, we'll stage you one more fun time for all of you to see there at the bottom. There's our crew. Lost now on the Isle of Loki. Whether or not they escape it, well, we'll have to. That's a different tale for a different day. But let's go around and see our players one more time. We're gonna switch over, look at our faces. Boom. Faces for the crew. We actually have faces. There we are. Thank you all so much for sticking with us. This, of course, was the finale. A little short, cold Fimbulwinter for your holiday season. But tell everybody where they can find you, if not the rest of this year, starting in 2022. And I guess, I don't know, y'all, you're really good at picking your order. Who was last?
Just reverse what we did. I was going to say, let's reverse it. So Robert starts.
Rob, yeah, you're Robert. You're up first.
Great. So my name is Robert Huff. You can find me on the internet at HuffRobert on Twitter. Yes. If you Google my name, you can also find a bunch of stuff I do in the legal world, I guess. Yeah. And this has been fun. I'll let Alex and Eugenio handle the social media for The Last Refuge, but feel free to tweet us out. And we were just nominated for some little award for roles. Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we'll go with Alex first.
Yeah. My name is Alex. I have played Vern on this wonderful campaign. Thank you so much, Dot. This was so wonderful. I hope we can continue something like this. If
no doubt. Yeah.
Sort of. Okay, great. In the future, I play Flick on the Last Refuge. I am the social media manager for the show. You can find us on any sort of social media: Twitter, Instagram @the Last Refuge. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @ATempleWard, ATEMPLEWARD. And we also have a Patreon for our show, The Last Refuge, patreon.com/DND Last Refuge. I think that's it. Eugenio, you're up.
Okay, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. I'm DM Jazzy Hens. Played Max in Fimbulwinter, and I'm the Dungeon Master and producer for The Last Refuge. You can follow me on Twitter and here on Twitch at DM Jazzy Hens. I normally do stream video games on my channel here. I am taking the rest of the year off from streaming This, in fact, was my last scheduled appearance of the year. And what a fun one it was. But follow the channel. I'll be back in the new year playing all kinds of things, including starting a run of Mass Effect Andromeda that I'm excited about.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
As for the podcast, we are also taking a hiatus for the rest of the year. So if you're not listening or if you're not caught up, now is a good time to go back and catch up on those 120 some odd episodes, 220, excuse me, some odd episodes we have out. We will be back in January with the beginning of season 9. And yeah, like Robert mentioned, we got nominated. It was just announced today that we were nominated for the Golden TTRP GIFs Awards, second annual, and we were nominated for the podcast that rolls like family.
Yeah.
So it's a very sweet nomination. We're very excited about it. So go check that out because there's all kinds of awesome categories that you can vote for. I don't know where. Search for it. I think that's it for me because I ain't got nothing else going on this year. So that brings us to Lydia.
Hello. I was playing Crowley tonight. My fabulous bear folk. Normally I play Bizdira on The Last Refuge. And you can find me on Twitter at VistraPipsqueak. Do not expect a lot of content because there's not much. Besides that, I'm going to be off in the real world doing lots of not fun stuff for the next
no.
So looking forward to getting back to The Last Refuge and everything else next year. And this was awesome. This was so much fun.
Yeah. This was
so
awesome.
Much fun.
Thanks, gang. Thank you for coming to play with me and giving me an excuse. Yeah, to have like a ridiculous reason to play in a build engine for the last 4 weeks. Which I love.
And it gave us a good excuse to, I don't know that we ever said this out loud on stream, but all 4 of these characters are based on NPCs from The Last Refuge. So we got to play our dreams and play our friends.
That's very fun. I like that. I remember when y'all told me you build them off NPCs. I was like, that's so wonderful. Makes me very, very happy. Well, y'all, I'm Dot. You can find me here for the rest of the season. We will have Kobold chats for the next few weeks on Wednesdays afternoons, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, I can do math, we'll be interviewing GMs who use Kobold products at their tables and in their stories. So we've already started those. We had one today and we'll be doing over the next couple weeks. And then, of course, don't forget Tuesday evenings. You can check us out at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific for more Empire of the Ghouls. Other than that, we've got a ton of stuff coming in the new year, but I can't spoil too much for you. Until then, hit the Kobold Press Store. We've got a bunch of sales going on right now on some of our stuff. So if there was anything you were missing from your library of must-haves, now's a good time to get it. Other than that, if we do not see you before 2022, I wish you the greatest of holidays, the happiest of New Year's, and, don't do anything Loki wouldn't do. Like start Fimbulwinter. Don't start Fimbulwinter, everybody. We're going to go raid one of our own kobolds. Mythmatic is live right now. We're going to go raid Myth. He's playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure he's probably in the Wild RP server, a server you're actually going to see me join here in the next couple weeks as I get my character together. I got accepted. So go check him out. Check out, check out the RP. Myth's one of the best RPers I know. Should be a bit of a change of pace, but fun nonetheless. Make sure you show some love, and we will see you all back here next Wednesday for Kobold Chats. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.